Welcome everyone to the Legal Futures Guardianship Issues and Wills webinar, presented by me, Gill Steel of Law Skills Limited. I have to say that over my career I've only had one case where a minor child lost both their parents tragically to cancer at different times. After the mother died, a nanny was appointed by the father to help look after the child while he was at work. He made a will and, rather unusually perhaps, he appointed the nanny as the guardian. Subsequently and sadly, the father also contracted cancer, and while he was ill and in terminal phase, his parents obviously stepped in. The nanny retired and moved on to other jobs, and of course nobody thought about looking at the will. Inevitably, when Dad died, the grandparents now had the dilemma of not being appointed as guardians in the will, but nevertheless having day-to-day care of their grandson. And so they had to find the nanny. Unfortunately, she was a perfectly amenable person and disclaimed the appointment, and so the grandparents were able to go ahead and get a court order for parental responsibility for their grandson. But it just highlights, I think, some of the complications in this area, whilst at the same time recognising that fortunately bereaved minor children are very rare. But when parents are focusing on who should act as the guardian, in the event of a disaster like the one I've just described, it can be very hard to choose the right person. So this webinar aims to provoke thought amongst family lawyers and will drafters about the ways in which wills might be prepared to support the care of bereaved children, and to spark debate about the practical consequences in estate administration.